The Washington State chapter of MPI presents MPI Cares.
Okay, hi, this is Chen. I'm here with MPI, and I'm here with Marita. Tell me a little bit, we have an incredible story about how MPI cares and the things that can happen here. So again, tell me your name and then who you work with.
My name is Marita Simpson, and I'm with the Silver Cloud Hotel Stadium. I'm sales director over there. And I got an email. How this all came about is I received an email from Jeanette Davidson, and it was one of those emails where Chen contacted Jeanette asking for perhaps a complimentary room accommodations for one of John's friends who has a 2-year-old boy with a blood disease. And they were hoping, this family's from Arizona, and they were hoping to get accommodations here because they need to bring their son to Children's Hospital. And so they needed a couple nights in April. And so I thought, my God, I have a son and I know what it's like to have someone who is ill. And I'm just grateful that I don't have a son with any sort of disease. And so the compassion sits in, and I felt compelled to help. And so I called Charles Bender and said, we would love to accommodate this family from Arizona. All they needed was just a couple of nights. They needed blood transfusions at Children's Hospital for their 2-year-old son. And it's a blood cancer that there's no cure. And so what's neat about how all this came about is connections, network with MPI, and I guess it just goes to show that if you ask and you reach out, and it really does help. And we know that people out there in MPI do, and they give their heart out to assist.
Yeah, we're at MPI's educational program, and one of the things she asked us to do was to ask outrageously. And, and one of the other pieces around here is, again, is that by being a part of MPI is that we really care for our members and for other people with the things that we have. And, what's the key piece that you really see in that giving back?
Yeah, and the key piece I really do see is not only it benefits the family, but it really gives joy to me, to the people that help out, that we are able to have this gift that we can share, and likewise it betters our character. So I think that's what it all is about, the good karma. When you give out, it does come back tenfold.
Well, this has to be the interesting part of the story here, too. So what do you say to those people who say, like, if I give it to you, I have to give it to everybody else, and all of a sudden you're a free hotel? What do you think about that?
No, I don't think so, because I know that people who do ask, they have empathy, that they know that when they do ask, quote, a hotelier, a supplier, that we do have a business to run, but at the same time they're also emphatic about not expecting. And for us, the suppliers and the hotels, we try to do be accommodating as much as we can, given the time, the situation, the demand, the occupancy. I mean, if we can do it, we certainly would be glad to help out.
And so I think the great conclusion to this story is, actually you just told me today too, is that because you offered, they ended up having something else. So they were trying to talk to Children's Hospital. And do you want to tell what happened at the end of the story?
So Charles called me back today, and I was anticipating to book the family. But he said, Marita, thank you so much for your gracious offer. But what happened is that a family from Arizona applied for a scholarship grant at Children's Hospital, and there's many families that apply, and that this family in Arizona won the scholarship. Thereby, Children's Hospital is providing the airfare from Arizona to Seattle, transportation to the Children's Hospital, accommodations. I mean, what a gift, that they can help out as well. And really, it is a success story. It is sad at the same time because this is a non-curable disease. But the success is that the community helped. The community helped, and that's really what this is all about, giving back.
Yeah, in this case here too, there's a great MPI story, which is like, just because you gave, in this case you don't really have to give anything, but what's most important about why we're taking the time to tell this story is that it just shows you where that generosity is. Even now in this case, you don't have to give anything. Most important though is that this family knows that Seattle cares, that you care, that MPI cares, and it's wonderful how sometimes those things turn out. So we're really glad. We want to wish that family the best trip possible for this. We know how hard it can be, and if there's anything, of course, that we can do for you here in Seattle, us as MPI and us as individuals are here to serve you. So,
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Thank you.